What is... All right. Been a minute. For creative folks, there are few allures as powerful as seeing your ideas come to life, especially in the forms some of your initial inspiration came from. If you're making your own characters and stories, that could mean turning them into comics, games, and, for the purpose of this video, animations. But there is a wide gap between that initial idea, the blue sky brainstorming period at the beginning, and the huge amount of work it takes to produce a finished product. I am speaking from just a certain amount of experience on that one. Hopefully you can trust me. There's a reason why there's a severe drop-off in the number of people who would like to make something like an animated pilot and the number of people who have actually accomplished it. And that reason breaks down into a billion little micro reasons. Even if you get to that finish line, there's still a ton of mistakes that you could make along the way, which I'm personally guilty of and want to share with you so you don't make them yourself. Number one, let's start at the top with the story. A cool or relatable design is one thing, but the story needs to be there. And I think with our show, we did a decent job of that. Tay and I tried to balance stakes that mattered and made sense, set up the characters so that you feel some sort of way about them, and have some kind of arc moving through the story while still leaving a lot open-ended with the loose ends of intrigue. Man, no wonder pilots are so hard to write and sometimes awkward compared to later episodes, because they have to be so many things. Where I think I messed up is in the storyboarding. So when I started Stormfellers, I was the only person working on it, so the chicken scratch storyboards that I made for it were more a means of reminding me of what I already knew, instead of something that accurately communicated the story to others. This leads to tons of instances of me needing to clarify an action, an emotion, or an angle to my animators. I think it also had the added side effect of making certain things vague enough to be hand-waved away for later, until later arrives. And there's nothing wrong with getting something down. It doesn't need to be perfect from the get-go, but a little figuring out at this stage goes a long way. What I ended up doing was recording acting reference alongside the boards in the animatic, which helped to convey more of the action and emotion explicitly. It's also just a good practice overall. Number two, all right, doing something for the first time is always going to be a leap of faith, but even though I've long advocated for a minimum viable project, an 8-minute pilot is a lot to bite off and chew. Once you count up all the ways that Stormfellers was a first, something becomes clear. It was a first long-form, collaborative, rigged and voiced character animated story using a rendering style involving a lot of experimentation. If I was to do things over again, those are things for new projects to take on one at a time. Start with a short animated loop. Work up to a minute-long project. Make one with someone else or a contractor. That way you're building up the experience little by little, and there's only one new food on your plate each time. Instead of measuring in final runtime, you could do the same with a time budget or a deadline, like how much can you get done in a day, a week, or a month. It's always going to be hard to narrow your scope, especially when your story feels like it needs a ton of runtime. In addition to learning new things and parts of the process, like how to make the storms both monster-shaped and effects-driven, we also ran into technical problems like our shader, which we talked about a year and a half ago. All those things added up on top of the production time, and if you aren't careful, that amount of weight might rip the pants of your project, so to speak, until it's dead in the water, like a pair of ripped pants dead in the water. Number three, environments. So let's keep it all the way on the up and up here. I am a character guy. That's where my skill points and interest are allocated. If there was one element of Stormfellers that I hand-waved away as a future Brookes problem, it was the environments. The plan was to always have them have the quality of being hand-painted, and many of the settings are simply set in wide open fields, so placement doesn't end up being as important. What ended up happening was almost every scene became a unique background painting, which is an expensive process. Not to mention, it can become easy for your characters to feel disconnected from them in the compositing, or even inconsistent with each other. While we did build some 3D environments, I want to start the next episodes with much more fleshed out scenes. This will actually be a good vertical integration because we plan to make our storyboards in Blender, in 3D space, which flows so much more naturally through the process when the characters have had the same placement all through production. Plus, a little texture painting will bring a background that might still need a little overpainting afterwards all the way to complete. When you're creating something narrative like this, don't discount the power that environments can have on making your world feel real. It can even feel like a character itself. All right, number 4, this is the one that you might groan at, but I'm being incredibly sincere right now. What I continue to learn is how big a factor marketing is in successfully getting your project seen, and if applicable, getting it funded. It is usually 9 times out of 10 not as simple as saying, if you build it, they will show up with a bucket of popcorn. And here's my thing, and maybe I can fix this, and maybe it's a fatal flaw. As silly as this sounds, as a person talking to you through the internet, I actually don't like posting stuff. I don't like promoting stuff. Ideally, I would post my 1 new painting a month, go here, have this, it pops off, and as mysteriously as I arrived, I'm back on a hike with my friends, not looking at my phone. I honestly feel like I'm bothering people if I mention something more than once. Is that realistic? Not at all, actually. I have some growing to do. For the past few years, I have wanted to finish this project because I said that it was coming, and I didn't want you to feel lied to. I kind of went radio silent so I could focus more on it and not keep telling you that it was coming. I should have balanced that out a little more during the final few weeks of sprinting to finish it. And even more specifically, I wasn't familiar enough with Kickstarter and how its pre-launch system is supposed to work, and I just threw that thing live the day the pilot released. Here's the thing though, Stormfellers means a lot to me, and it means a lot more to me that you have been resonating with it too. It means that there are people out there who will also like it, and they haven't seen it yet. And you might even say, Brookes, you've got 200,000 followers in 2025. That is no guarantee. Stormfellers is a story about the little guy who's not in the spotlight. It's about dealing with the storms that are suddenly upon us when we were already dealing with everything else going on in life. And it's a story that focuses on the burnt out, overstrained, underappreciated people that take care of other people. Along the way, we have built this group of artists and founded a studio that is lean, mean, and all about making independent animation. The thing is, none of the funds for the Kickstarter will go to me. It is all funding these extremely talented artists, animators, actors, composers. They are never crunched. They get their invoices paid by me within hours. It's like net 30 minutes instead of 30 days. Ask any of them. Because in the 10 years of making videos on this channel, I still feel like that is what artists deserve. If you want to be part of any bit of that, help us make more Stormfellers. There's about 15 days left, and I'm stressed as all get out, but I'm trusting the process. No matter what happens, we did something great. Thanks for watching, and have fun creating.